Come on in. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Today we're going to talk about how to get listings in this unstable marketplace without spending a fortune or having to cut your commission. We are going to talk about amazing offers that you can make that attract sellers so they want to do business with you and they want to do business only with you. I'm not going to say your fee won't matter, but it really won't matter because nobody else is going to be offering the sellers what you're going to be offering. So please check in. Let us know that you're with me here today. Lean on into this. This is Craig Proctor, and I've coached more millionaire real estate agents than any other coach or trainer and guru. And we're going to share with you today some of the secrets that millionaire agents use. So let me know in the comments below, what city do you sell real estate in? What city are you selling real estate in? And we're going to have everyone checked in here, and then we'll get started. I also have a free report that I'm going to offer everybody, absolutely free of charge. It's going to summarize all the information in our lesson here today. So check in so you can receive that information. Again, let us know that you're with us. We are absolutely live here on Facebook. Okay, we want listings, right? The name of the game is getting listings. And the best way to get a seller to respond, to raise their hand, is to get that seller to raise their hand first as a buyer. Okay, so follow me on this. You want to get listings, but the easiest way to get listings is to get the seller first to respond as a buyer. Why is that? Well, because every seller, practically speaking, is thinking about, well, where would I go to first? How many of you have home sellers right now that would like to move, but they're not going to list their home for sale until you can find them another property that they like better than the one they're in? So that's the first step. It's unlikely a home seller is going to jump out of bed with no preamble and say, hey, I want to list my house. No, the first thing they do is every seller is a buyer first, and they're looking around about where they're going to move to next. So that's how we're going to approach this. We are going to offer things that buyers want, and these buyers are going to have a house to sell. That's how we're going to get the listings. So if you want to get better results, I think you would agree we cannot keep doing what we're doing, right? I mean, that's just plain logic. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So let's look at what most agents are currently doing. When it comes to attracting sellers, they're saying things, they're advertising, or the words that come out of their mouth, they're saying things like, would you like a free CMA? Well, first of all, a lot of sellers don't even know what a CMA is. Now, we know it's a comparative market analysis, but they might think it's country music awards. They don't know what that means. So why don't we just say what we're talking about? Would you like to find out what your home is worth? Still, that's a big problem because the sellers believe they can find out what their home is worth without speaking to a real estate agent. They're going to go to Zillow, or they're going to go to Redfin, or one of these other 18 websites that are out there. They're going to type in their address, and a whole bunch of different home values are going to come up. So this is a situation where perception trumps reality, right? The homeowners think they can find out what their home is worth without speaking to a real estate agent. Yet every real estate agent seems to make the same old offer. Would you like a free market evaluation? Would you like a free CMA? Okay, first of all, we're not going to do that. We're going to offer something better. And we have to offer something better or different than the other agents, or we're going to be viewed as exactly the same. Now, here's what I know about you. I don't even have to ask. I know that when you get into a seller's house, you're going to look around their home and you're going to give them information on inexpensive things that they could do to sell their home for $5,000 or $10,000 or more, right? How many of you do that? And how many of you pride yourself on, yeah, I'm pretty good at that, right? I'm pretty good at walking through the seller's house and giving them inexpensive ideas, telling them what not to do, because sometimes they want to make improvements that won't make a difference. But you're going to tell them things like, neutralize, paint this, clean the carpets, replace the carpets, do a bit of landscaping, stage the furniture. Now, you're good at this, and it's something that you know you're good at, and it's something that you do after you get to the house. Why don't we use that up front to get more appointments, right? Why don't we say when we get together, not only am I going to give you a value of what your house is worth, or tell you about the homes that have sold in the area, Also, I can help you sell your home for 5 or 10,000, fill in the blank, more dollars, because I'm going to show you inexpensive and easy things that you can do to improve your home to sell it for more money. Okay, thing number 2. Let's go back to pricing. How many of you would agree, and if this is making sense, by the way, smash the like button, or maybe give me one of those little hearts, right? Give me some feedback, give me some love here if this is making sense. What would be more important to the home seller is not what their house is going to be listed at, and not even what it's going to sell for. The most important number to the home seller is what they're going to net in their pocket after all the associated fees, all the associated expenses in selling your home. Would you guys agree with that? If you're a home seller, that's the most important number you want to know is, what am I going to net in my pocket after I pay off my mortgage and any mortgage penalties, and I pay the real estate fees and all the moving fees? What's the net number I'm going to get in my pocket? Now, here's the crazy thing. All of you do this, but again, you do it after you meet with them, right? At the meeting. You're not telling the seller about all the valuable things you do to get the meeting. It's just stuff that you do that's really valuable when you get to their house. So I'm going to suggest that you back up the bus, and your offer going forward is not the same lame offer as all the other agents. Would you like a free CMA? Do you want to know what your house would sell for? Every real estate agent's making that offer. Plus, the home sellers think they can get that information on the internet by themselves. What you're going to say is, Mr. and Mrs. Home Seller, would you like to know what you're going to net in your pocket after all the associated expenses? That's the most important number. Not what your home is listed at, not what it's going to sell for, but what you're actually going to net in your pocket after all the associated expenses. Now, here's why this works. First of all, you would agree, what I just said, it sounds more valuable to the home seller. Plus, it sounds very different from what the other agents are saying. And the home seller is thinking, I don't know how to find that information. See, the seller knows how to go to Zillow and Google their address, but the seller is not aware of all the associated expenses of selling their home, and the most important number is what they're going to net in their pocket. Now, you're going to plus this. So you've said, I'm going to show you what you're going to net in your pocket, which is the most important number. And when I get to your home, I'm going to walk around your house, and I'm really, really good at giving you inexpensive tips, ideas, things that you can do to help you sell your home for $10,000 or $15,000 more. It's absolutely free of charge to meet with me, and you're under no obligation to do anything. How many of you would agree that that's a better offer? Let me know in the comments below. Would that be a better offer? So one thing I help real estate agents with is I help them have better words come out of their mouth, and in their advertising, it looks different. How many of you would agree it's easier to be different than it is to be better? Now, think about my track record. Within 3 years of getting my real estate license, I was named the #1 RE/MAX agent, not in the country, in the world. Think about that. Within 36 months of me having my real estate license, I was named the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world. Why? Because I was able to set myself apart from all the other agents. I wasn't saying, do you want a free CMA? Or do you want to find out what your home is worth? Now, here's the next thing we can do. So #1, I want you to write this down, is great offers. Okay, someone type in to the comments below, you got to have great offers. And when the sellers call you, they're going to buy a house in many cases, right? I'm going to give you an example of another great offer. Type in great offer #2. Great offer #2 is you're going to say to people that own a home, you're going to say, would you like to get access to not only all the homes that are on the internet that you can find yourself, but would you like to also get access free of charge to highly desirable homes like unlisted, off-market, distress sales, bank foreclosures, company-owned homes, and vacant properties? We also can include new construction and builder closeouts. Our service is absolutely free, and you're never obligated to do anything. Now, is the home finder service free? Absolutely, it's free. Now, when we meet with them, we want to get them signed to a buyer contract and negotiate our fee, but we need to meet with them first. We need them to raise their hand. We don't want to keep buying Zillow leads. We don't want to keep cold calling and door knocking people. We want real buyers and sellers to call us, because we're offering them something that they really, really want, and they can't find that information on their own, and it's not being offered by other real estate agents. How many of you guys are with me on this, right? So let's say they offer a game. It's like ordering a pizza, right? You're saying to the buyer, give us your order, right? Anybody, you can find the homes on the internet, all the homes that are listed on MLS, you know you can find those by yourself. Now, we can send you those as well, but that's the leftover, the picked over listings. You probably feel a lot of those are overpriced. The best deals are not available to the open public. What you're looking at is the picked over listings. The best listings are off-market properties. Would you like to get access to them? Now I'm going to say it again. Unlisted, off-market, distress sales, bank foreclosure, builder closeouts. We show you how to actually get access to these properties. Now you're cooking, right? Now you got something going on. Now you've got a really, really good offer. Now you know it's a good offer because all of a sudden the prospects are leaning in, right? They're interested. They're not trying to get you off the phone. They're interested in what you're offering. So let's get coached up on really, really good offers to make our prospects so they lean in and they come to us instead of us chasing them. Remember, when they chase you, you're positioned as the expert. When you're chasing them, you're positioned as an annoying pest. Plus, nobody answers the phone anyway, right? So you've got to get them to call you. How many of you would agree it's very difficult to get prospects to answer the phone if you're buying Zillow leads or whatever you're doing right now? The crazy thing about paradigms, a paradigm is just your mindset, right? Our paradigms are other people's habits. So when we get into real estate, we just look around at how everyone else does it or what the broker tells you to do, and we just naturally think, well, that's the way to do it. And the crazy thing about paradigms is we're not getting the results that we want. So you're doing something you don't really like. It's getting you results that you don't want, but you keep doing it anyway, right? It's crazy. It's just because you don't know a better method. So I'm here to introduce you to much better methods. Okay, next we're going to move to performance guarantees. If someone could type into the comments below, performance guarantees. And if you haven't checked in, make sure you check in because I have a giveaway. I have a free report that summarizes everything that I'm talking about. So if you're writing notes, you're like, I'm not going to remember all this, make sure you check in so we can get you the information. Why am I doing this? Obviously, if I can prove to you that I know what I'm doing and I can just help you for free, right? If I can prove to you up front that I can help you, it's going to go a long way in you checking out, well, what other kind of services and training does Craig Proctor offer? But this is good stuff. Remember, I'm one of the few guys out there that actually sold over 10,000 homes as a real estate agent. A lot of pretenders, a lot of fakers. Everybody that can't sell teaches. I get that. But I did both. Number one agent in the world for RE/MAX, and I did that for many, many years. Over 10,000 homes sold, and I've created more millionaire agents than any other coach or trainer. You are in the right place. That's what that means. Next thing, performance guarantees. Every real estate agent in your town is running around saying the same thing to home sellers, right? I'm really good. I've lived in this town for 17 years. I'm experienced. I'm a great negotiator. I'm going to sell your house fast. I'm going to sell your house for top dollar. How do you cut through all that noise? Well, that's just noise, right? What we're going to do is we're going to give the seller a performance guarantee upfront and in writing. And we could guarantee this. We could guarantee either the minimum price that their house is going to sell for, right? Or we'll reduce our commission by, say, $1,000 when it does sell. Or we can guarantee days on the market. Here's the catch. The catch is the seller needs to list their home at our recommended asking price. Now, let me ask you folks, if the seller actually did that, and that's the conversation you have with every seller anyways, what is your house worth? What should we list it for? What will it really sell for? If your sellers actually listed their home at the price you recommended, guess what would happen? It would sell, and it would sell quickly, right? So these are the conditions. And we have a little form that we would give you, and you would present it to the seller. And you would say, unlike all the other agents that promise you, I'm going to sell it fast and whatever, you now are going to be able to negotiate your full fee, right? You say to the seller, give me an opportunity to negotiate my full fee. If I don't have an offer on your home in, fill in the blank, 60 days, 90 days, whatever you decide, when your home finally does sell, I will deduct $1,000 off my commission. right? So we could guarantee, or you could say, I guarantee to get you at least 95% of your asking price, okay, in under 60 days. And if I fail to do that, when your home does sell, I'll reduce my fee by $1,000, $2,000. Remember, it's your program. I'm just giving you ideas of what our millionaire agents are doing. How many of you like the idea of guaranteeing your performance up front in writing? Because that's why the seller's interviewing agents in the first place. Do you think the seller's speaking to 4 different agents because they think it's fun? The reason they're interviewing agents is why they don't want to make a mistake. We know that people don't like risk. They don't want to make a mistake. That's why they're speaking to a bunch of agents. How are you going to cut through that? Every seller is thinking the same thing. The most important question that you need to answer with the words that come out of your mouth or your marketing is, why should a home seller choose to do business with you versus all other options? And the sellers have options, right? One option is they could decide not to sell their home. Another option is they could decide to sell their home by themselves. Another option is they could list with you or anyone you compete with. You must have a spectacular answer to this most important question. Why should I do business with you versus all the other agents? So you now have a spectacular answer, which is, if I don't get your home sold in under 60 days, I'll reduce my commission by $1,000. Or how about this? A full-out cancellation agreement. You do your listing presentation, or sometimes you feel like they're on the edge. They're almost ready to list with you. But you know what happens if you don't get the listing that night? They say something like, well, we're going to have to think about it, which is their polite way of saying, please pack up your stuff and leave, right? There's no more thinking about it. We need to be able to get the seller to decide when we get there that we're the right agent. And one way to do that is by removing the risk. So we say, look, I've written down the 21 things or whatever it is that we promise we're going to do if you decide to list your home with us. And if you're not happy with us, any reason at all, here is our cancellation agreement. In writing, it says you can cancel the listing agreement at any time if we don't do exactly what we promised you here in writing. Now, because you folks all do what you promised the seller, you have nothing to fear, right? All you're saying is what you say. You say in words, right? You say, when you list with me, I'm going to do this and this and this. You're just putting it in writing and you're letting the seller know up front, you can't make a mistake listing your home with me. I'm not one of these real estate agents that comes into your home today and I sound really good today just to get your listing. I have to do a good job every single day to keep your business. So these are examples of performance guarantees. Now, what I teach real estate agents is something called the Craig Proctor Ultimate Listing Presentation. Now, this is what I developed after 25 years in the industry, 10,000 homes sold. I perfected this listing presentation. How many of you believe there's probably a best way to do something? Right? How many of you believe in I should have a plan, I should have a structure? Like if you're getting in an airplane and you're flying across the country, you sure hope the pilot's got a flight plan. If you're having surgery, you hope the surgeon has a plan for your surgery. We have a plan for the listing presentation. Here's what we do first. It's the discovery, finding out all the information about the seller. Then we go to the next part. Then we go to the next part. These performance guarantees, these offers all go into the presentation. I teach you how to say the right things in the right order over and over and over again so that you get the right results, which is at the end of it, they say, I want to list with you. And your fee is not a big deal if they're sold on you. And a big part of this is you being confident, right, in what you're selling. Like right now, how many of you would agree? I'm passionate. I'm confident. I know this works. That's the kind of confidence I want to give you. So when you walk in to the listing, you know you're going to get the listing because you have so much in your briefcase, in your toolbox. You've got all these Craig Proctor tools. You bring out one and after another, to the point where they're like, okay, we want to list with you. And they'll listen to you. If you gain authority with them, they will take your advice on the asking price. They'll be willing to pay your fee because they see you as somebody that's different and better. How many of you agree with this? Let me know in the comments below and give me a high five maybe. Thumbs up, okay? Maybe hit the little heart button. Give me some feedback if you agree with this approach here, if this is making sense. I'm going to show you something here. This is what I'm going to offer all of you, fresh off my printer here. We're going to send this out to you. Okay, this free report, how to get listings in this volatile marketplace. Okay, and I'm going to lay it all out in this free report, and you can get this free report by just typing in free report below, and we'll send a link out to you. So just type into the comments now, free report, and we'll summarize exactly what we've talked about here today. Also, I'd like to offer you, if this approach interests you, why don't you book a free call with me and my team? We call it a breakthrough call. If someone could type into the comments below, proctorsupport.com, so my name, proctorsupport.com, no space, that's a clickable link, and you can go to my Acuity Daytimer, and you can book a free half-hour breakthrough call. What are we going to try to do? Sell you? No. We're going to explain how to get from where you are now to where it is you want to go. So let's say you're selling 25 homes a year, and your goal is to do 50. So the first question is, you know where you're at, 25, and you know where you want to go, which is 50 transactions. Why are you not already reaching your goal? There's things that you believe that are holding you back. And we'll show you, free of charge, how to get around those obstacles and how to reach your goal. We'll show you how to leverage yourself through marketing and through systems and technology so you can sell more homes, make more money, and have more time, which means more freedom in your life. So please type in proctorsupport.com and book your appointment. Again, if you want the free report that summarizes what we've talked about, you're going to type in free report into the comments below. If you would like to be a member of my private Facebook group, right now we're on my Facebook business page, but if you'd like to be a member of my private Facebook group, we have over 8,000 millionaire agents part of this private group. Just type into the comments below, private group. Okay, type in private group, and we'll send you an invitation out so you can start to talk to all these other Craig Proctor members that are successfully doing what we're talking about today. One more thing. If you're in California, I have a Anaheim, California conference coming up, November 11th and 12th in Anaheim, California, 2 days with Craig Proctor and my Millionaire Agents. If you would like to get more information, you can email me, Craig@CraigProctor.com. Okay, my name, Craig@CraigProctor.com. You can email me any questions you want. That's how you can best reach me. So I hope you found this interesting. Again, if you're not following this page, make sure you follow this page. Make sure that you smash the like button. Maybe give me a little heart. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed our session here today. If you found this extremely helpful, I'd appreciate your feedback. And thank you so much for watching. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's gonna let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.